Welcome to Bible Reader Companion. We're continuing to look at 2 Timothy chapters 1 and 2. And we're going to turn now to chapter 2, but it's an interesting follow-up to what we looked at yesterday in chapter 1, verses 8 through 13. In that, the passage we looked at yesterday, Paul told Timothy, he says, look, hold fast the pattern of sound words, don't be ashamed. But he takes it a step further as we look at what he says here in chapter 2, beginning in verse 1. He says, chapter 2, verse 1, "You therefore, my son, be strong in the grace that is in Christ Jesus. And the things that you have heard from me among many witnesses, commit these to faithful men who will be able to teach others also. You therefore must endure hardship as a good soldier of Jesus Christ. No one engaged in warfare entangles himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who enlisted him as a soldier. And also, if anyone competes in athletics, he is not crowned unless he competes according to the rules. The hardworking farmer must be first to partake of the crops. Consider what I say, and may the Lord give you understanding in all things." We want to note in this, as we talked yesterday, that Paul told Timothy, he said, look, I'm suffering for the cause of Christ. Because of the things that I've taught, because of the things that I stand for, because of the things that I believe, I'm in prison. And we will find later toward the end of this book, he'll say, look, my life is at its end. What he tells Timothy is, don't do anything different. You live your life the way I've lived mine. You hold fast to that same pattern. But here in this section, what does he say? He says, Timothy, not only do I want you to live this way, I want you to teach others. And I want you to teach others so that they can teach others to do the same thing. I want you to take what I have committed from what I've received from Christ and committed to you, and I want you to commit that to others. Do we have that kind of a mentality? Do we have the mentality that says, look, it doesn't matter what I've endured, it doesn't matter what I've had to go through for the cause of Christ. I want others to have that same. I want others to carry that to the next generation, and I want them to carry that to their friends, and I want to carry that to other people who can then carry it further. You know, it's not sufficient just for us to... I understand Timothy was a teacher of the word, and that's specifically why Paul gave him this instruction. But we should not be satisfied with simply being faithful in our own lives. We should want to pass it, as we talked about on Tuesday, to our children and grandchildren. But beyond that, we should want to influence our friends and others who we can teach and encourage to carry that message on and on and on to influence more and more people. We should want as many people as possible to be affected by the gospel and its message. That should be our goal. Thank you for joining us. I hope you'll join us again tomorrow.
Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook for more content like this.